Taking a quick look at this GDLF. This is the hidden cat litter box, right? So this is actually an upgraded model. Now we'll talk about the upgrades they made here in a second. And this design is just, it's incredible, really. I mean, these have come like such a far away from the original designs. I mean, whoever had this original design was just a genius, right? But, you know, basically we just had a litter box that looked like a piece of furniture, like literally it was just this is the litter box is like this, right? I mean, it's just that's what it was. But now it's literally like a real piece of furniture that just happens to have a litter box inside of it, right? I mean, and the whole idea with this new design is that you can't even tell, you know, that there is an opening for the litter box no matter where you're looking at it, right? I mean, basically the opening is right here because this panel that's inside here only goes about halfway in, right? So there's not even like a cutout. It's just, you know, there's just an opening there, and because it's going to be in the shadow, you're not going to really even notice it, you know, like I say, even if you're looking at it from this direction. And so I do believe that was one of the main upgrades that they made to this model. Now you can actually find the original model, the older model, being sold under, you know, some different brand names here, you know, and basically what you see is that they used to have the actual opening just on the side, right, which was fine, you know, if you had the right room layout. You know, they're showing that you have the wall here, so you're not going to be able to see the opening on the side there, right? So that's, you know, what they were talking about here. You know, the entrance they're saying is in the front now. It's not on the left or right side. Doesn't matter which side. And then the other update here, kind of the real big update, is thicker planks. Okay, so they've actually noted that they've gone from 0.47, you know, slightly less than half an inch, to 0.6 of an inch. And, you know, that doesn't sound like a huge difference. But when you are talking about this kind of MDF engineered material, you know, the thicker the better, really. And in fact, it sounds like they've done such a good job with this engineered wood that some people think it's actually real wood. So, but you know, the downside of that is this thing is heavy, right? They're saying this thing is 150 pounds when it's all put together. Now, the benefit of that is the weight limit. I mean, you can really load up these shelves. I mean, 150 pounds, that's some serious weight. So I believe it. You know, this has got to be a well-built thing to be able to hold 150 pounds. And by the way, you know, it's 150 pounds like total, all in. It's not 150 pounds on each shelf as they're showing here. And you notice the size, they have the size here as well, 35 by 52 inches. So it's not that big. I think in some of these images, it looks bigger than it is, right? But it's not that big. But the one thing I would say is, you know, looking at some of the real photos by some of these customer reviewers, this thing actually looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like a real nice piece of furniture, right? The color, that simulated wood, you know, in contrast to the black iron, you know, just a very nice look to it. And there is a choice of two different finishes, right? So you can get the darker wood there as well. Now, just to kind of talk about a few of the little design details that I've noticed here, you know, basically what we get on each shelf, we get a nice little railing built into the side, right? So if you're putting little doodads and stuff up on these shelves, that's a great idea. You obviously have cats, right? And what do cats love to do? They love to, you know, so that's just, you know, really good design. And then we do actually get a little scratch pad, they're calling it. It's like a traction pad. It's basically going to, you know, as the cat's coming out of the litter box, it's going to catch the litter is really the whole point here. So you're not going to have it, you know, tracked all over your floor. So that's obviously a very good idea. The only thing is that that's probably like the one area, right? That's the one thing that kind of ruins this look of like a nice high-end piece of furniture. You know, it kind of gives you an idea, it gives you a clue. Maybe there's something else going on there, you know, for your cat. So yeah, just a quick overview of this hidden cat litter box from GDLF. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen, and the ratings kind of support that too as well, right? Now, one thing to note, you know, as I mentioned, just double check the size on this thing. You know, it's not that big. It's not as big as you might think it is. And then also remember too, you're ordering these things from Amazon. It's not going to come anything like this, right? I mean, it's going to come in a flat box. You're going to have to put it together. There's going to be a lot involved with assembling this thing. But still, it's probably going to be worth it when it's all said and done, you know, especially that's why you're getting that price. So yeah, hopefully you just kind of found this overview helpful or interesting. And yeah, thanks for watching.